Welcome back to the Trust No One podcast. We got B Money here, McGurkin, Fink, and Mitch are covering the Challenge 41, Episode 9, Vets vs. New Threats. And today we had the mini final, the much awaited mini final, pretty much marking the halfway point of the season. And everyone had to compete on their own as individuals for the first time since the first episode. As far as mini finals go, I do feel like this was a good competition. Obviously, production dropped the ball in a pretty major way during the eating part.
It was almost the challenge. The mini final was really hard in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like the mini final was a waste of my time and energy of watching because they all cheated, and I am very aggravated about that. Especially since no one will even say, except for
Savannah.
Sydney.
Yeah, like
Sydney. I'm sorry.
No, and John A. She's over there crying.
Right.
Well, I do have some thoughts about the John A. part, but let's start off at the beginning of the episode.
Sorry.
CT's coming back from his victory over Derek, coming back into the house. Everyone's giving him a bunch of applause, and then Jeremy's fake ass comes up and congratulates him before talking smack in his interview. I'm liking him less and less because of that fakeness. Like, listen, if you want to talk shit, just do it to his face, pussy.
Well, he did talk shit to his face, but he's a very flip-flopper.
You're right. Okay, he was like busting balls to his face, but then he seemed real serious in the actual confessional. I don't know. I don't respect.
Be like Turbo. Turbo fucking tells you right to your face, you're pissing me off, and this is why. You're a piece of shit. Blah blah blah.
No, that's who he's talking. Or wait, who are you talking about?
Jeremy.
The young.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Turbo. That's why I was kind of confused. I'm like, yeah, he's a flip flopper, but no,
Jeremy's kind of
totally sorry, totally different person I was thinking of. My bad.
And then all the rookie girls want Turbo. Pretty much every single one of them, which I understand. Turbo's a really good competitor, and this season in particular, he's been really great with his partners, which has not always been the case with Turbo. He's not always the easiest person to work with, but he came in with a different mindset this season. He's been very supportive and trying to help his partners, so I've got nothing but respect for that, and I can see why everybody wants him. And then Will's thinking about picking Nani. I even wrote down the wrong name in my notes because it keeps happening to me. The Jake and Will lookalikes. But Will's thinking about picking Nani in the beginning of the episode, which is a real dumb move to pick the person you're hooking up with.
Right.
It'd be much better to have two teams separated that have each other's back than us working together and no one's got our back.
He's thinking ahead.
Yes. He was thinking with his junk. And John A's pretty much said, like, I'll work with anybody. I don't care.
Right.
I
went around and told everyone I want to work with them.
Yep.
Yeah. There was something here I thought was worth mentioning, though, is Turbo made an alliance with a couple of the rookie guys, Cedric and Jeremy, which is something they kind of glossed by. But if that sticks, that's a powerful alliance, the three of them, especially what their teams ended up being.
Right.
They could go far. And then we're on right away to the mini final. They got right to it.
Let's go.
Wasted very little time. And I thought this was a cool mini final by design. They had to run up a mountain, and there were 5 checkpoints along the way. Some checkpoints existed at the same spots, it looked like, but you had to complete all 5 and then make it to the finish line. The first one was while you're making your way up to the first checkpoint, you have to memorize symbols and then use those symbols to do a math equation and unlock a box. Now, inside this box is checkpoint 2, which is the eating challenge. And in everybody's box, they've got a raw onion, what looks like a full thing of raw garlic, really big garlic too, and giant chili pepper, chili pepper each.
And then people talked something about ginger, apparently. They said that there was
They mentioned
ginger.
it. I think they meant garlic, though, but they didn't say anything about ginger. I didn't see any ginger on there.
I didn't see any ginger either.
I mean, ginger would be something that on that plate would also... Oh, dude, that would be terrible. Like,
Garlic's
might as well put
I'd be cool with the garlic.
Oh, dude, let's go.
No, not horseradish. That would be... Brad, do you remember working at Outback with horseradish?
No.
I hate it. It's like my nemesis.
Horseradish. It's my favorite. Anyway. But
yeah,
so...
ginger root, I don't know if you
pepper,
could have gotten that down.
That's true. That's true. That's
It's
usually like
it's
a
so
paste.
spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hard too, yeah, unless it's cooked, that That'd be rough. So
You can do
after that,
shots.
they have to finish their food and then make their way up further in the mountain, where they have to solve a tower puzzle that has 4 designs on each side, and you have to align the pieces right all the way up from bottom to the top of the tower so all the symbols match. Fairly easy puzzle to do. You just start at the bottom and work your way up to the top.
Right.
And then you had to run a little bit further and make it to a much harder puzzle, the chain puzzle, which is something that I'm typically just good at these kind of puzzles.
Oh.
I would have finished this in 37 seconds.
I feel like I would be good at it, but I don't know.
It would take me a minute to understand it. I think I don't think it would be a 37-second moment for me, but I think maybe like 4 minutes.
I feel I'm hoping, but
just
the
right, yeah, I think we all have also worked restaurant and like attention to detail. So
yeah,
that's why I think for the 4 of us we would be able to. Okay. Yep.
Well,
yep.
And you can also, after you finish the first one and get it down to exactly the right level, you can count the links in the chain.
Yep.
And just
right. I saw somebody doing that.
And then just
but if you count wrong,
but if you count wrong, you're only off by
close.
one or two,
true,
and then that's just swapping
so
things
you're just
out.
Swapping, yeah, true. Okay.
So, and then finally, after you finished your chain puzzle, you had to run even further up to the final checkpoint, which was a riddle where the answer was purgatory, and then you had to run back and forth, picking up the letters one at a time to solve the puzzle. I don't really know how far away that was because they didn't really show you.
They did. They said it was half a mile.
Half mile. So every
from
letter.
The rocks. So I can't spell purgatory. What, you figure that's a 10-letter word?
So 5 miles.
Yeah. So they're pretty much
running 5 miles.
9-letter word. But yeah, 4.5. That's brutal.
Yeah.
Wait, no, because you got to run there and back for every letter, right? So it's a full mile per letter.
So it's a mile. So it's a 9-mile.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
No wonder that took those guys so long to finish.
Right?
That wow. And no wonder, how it turned out. So the first leg of the race, I feel like everybody was pretty even getting up there.
Mm-hmm.
CT and Aneesa were in last place, but no one was straggling too far behind. And then we got to the part that ruined the whole competition, the eating challenge.
Yep.
Everybody gets there, starts unlocking their boxes. We pretty much see everybody eating at one point, and then suddenly people start finishing way faster than you would anticipate outside of like CT. All right. We saw CT
You
straight go
CT
Pac-Man.
eat it.
Yeah. He devoured that pepper first, which thinking about it is a great strategy because it's real easy to get an onion down when you can't feel your mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you watch them devour the onion, and garlic's nothing.
Garlic,
yeah, like
I mean, I eat
garlic all the time.
Cloves of garlic just for fun. Like, I'm hungry.
All the time.
Pop.
It's good for you.
I feel a cold coming on. Let me eat a clove of garlic.
Words. Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm sorry. But yes, because CT ended up doing very well.
He always, he's the man eating challenges, obviously.
Not even the eating challenge in the overall mini final.
Yes.
Yeah. CT's known for
he's very good at it.
He's the best eater I've ever seen on the challenge. He's finished mountains of disgusting shit that I could never get down so fast in compared to other people.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
He'll just like eat and puke and not give a fuck.
That's why all these girls that don't want him, if I was there, yep, all day I would pick CT over anybody, over Turbo, because he has the most heart. He's not going to let you fail. And brains.
He seems to be smart about this.
Yeah, he's very smart.
He's fantastic at math. The guy can do like complex equations in his head. Maybe not complex equations, but he can do a lot of,
he's
way
smart.
more math in his head than most people. And he's really good at puzzles and eating. And that almost always comes up. All of those things come up in a final when you get to checkpoints. I'd rather take somebody whose cardio isn't the best and can fly through the checkpoints than the opposite.
But he's not going to quit on you.
Never.
Like, he's going to push, you know what I mean? Like, it's better to be fast at the puzzles than the long run. Because a lot of times, if you're going too fast, you're going to gas out.
It's also true.
So,
CT paces himself usually at a pace
rabbit and hare.
The first leg of the challenge, if like the mini final, if nobody gave me the answer, I probably would have failed right there. And then the second leg was the food, and that is even worse.
Sean would have been there after America, just holding down
Well
the fort.
after America.
And the only reason Turbo ended up, are we? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we're right there.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah,
right
we're gonna
here.
go back and
Reason
talk about the
Turbo
eating and the
won
cheating.
was because what's her name gave him the answer.
Yeah, Sydney gave Turbo an answer,
So,
and I also don't believe that Turbo finished all that food.
No, not even a little bit.
He's
I
one of the ones
believe
I'm
that.
skeptical of. And I looked,
Yep.
I paused it during when TJ said, I don't like quitters. I paused it when they showed every person. And I'm like, who looks sus in this crew?
Right.
Because I don't believe it was just the people that left first. I think some of the people that were still there when they found out about the cheating had already cheated. Justin was looking mighty guilty. And then he was like, well, my mouth is on fire. I was like, that did not seem believable to me.
Right.
I don't think your mouth is really on
Or
fire.
he took a bite of it and was like,
And tossed it.
Yep. And then said it.
Well,
And when
I
he
think
tossed it, told other people that did it and called them out.
Yeah, I think there was some
Like-
sneaky behavior going on with some of those people that were still there. I do think a lot of them were shocked. I know CT didn't do it 100%.
100%.
He
and
housed
I don't
that
even
shit.
think CT was there when it was found. It almost feels who was the canary, if you will. I forget who
Derek.
said something first. Derek.
It was Derek
Kay?
and
Aneesa?
Aneesa, that's right. It was Derek and Aneesa. They were next to each other. Oh, no, it was Michaela. You're right. Because Michaela said, that's not my onion, and she pointed at the grass, and Derek was like, well, that's not mine either. And then they looked around further, and they're like, there's a whole fucking pepper right here. And the more they kept looking, the more they would find. They got footage of Dee throwing hers.
Right.
I heard, yeah, Dee definitely did. They showed a shot of Johnny doing it, but Johnny had already
Johnny did it after
found...
everybody else did it, didn't, right?
Yeah,
that was
she
what
had already
said.
like...
She's like, everybody else cheated. Fuck it. I'm not I'll take a consequence.
Yeah.
And
So
let them film it. So she was like, fuck it. I'll get the consequence that everybody else gets, not knowing what it could be.
Yeah, so she thought that there was going to be a consequence because other people had done it. They did it. Why can't I do it and just take the same thing? And I can't fault people for making that decision, especially veterans. Like, oh, these people cheated. We're going to cheat too. That's the challenge, baby.
Right.
But I do really appreciate Derek and America and the ones that stuck it out, even though they knew everyone else cheated, just to do the right thing, right? The integrity move. America was clearly struggling getting that shit down, and she stuck it out the whole time and eventually made it to the top of the mountain.
I would have quit and been forever shamed off of the challenge at that point after America carried on.
I'm really upset at anyone that did cheat. I get it, like that's the challenge, and I'm not upset at like John A, because yes, I agree. Like at that point, fuck it. Like it will. That shit's gonna make you sick, and everybody else had tossed their stuff, so I'm not gonna like hurt my body because of that. But anybody that did it, that started it, I personally think that I talked to Maggie about this. Wipe their points. Just their points. Just wipe their points. Like, still give no points to anybody, but if you were caught cheating, and what sucks is, like, production did really fuck this up and did not get every piece of footage of this, your points are wiped. Like, anybody, you know what I mean? Like, and then you're last
Sorry,
to pick.
you got busted. The other people might have gotten away with it, but...
Right, and not for nothing, it's either that or I can send you home. So do you still want to be here and trying, or you can pack up?
That's a heavy hammer.
Well, yeah, because
I don't
cheating.
I don't
like
that. I don't like cheaters. So listen, heavy hammer. I'll take away all your points, and you might think that that's a heavy hammer, but I think that you're lucky that I'm not just sending you home.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Lose your...
Me too.
The thing that sucks, though, is what about the people that cheated that didn't get caught or got caught because somebody saw something but it wasn't on camera? Like, you even hear Sydney say, like, when they're
interviewing her,
all talking after. Yeah. Well, no, not about the interview. It's just a whisper, and you might have missed it if you didn't have closed captioning on. But you hear Sydney say at one point when they're showing like the clips of everybody cheating, you hear Sydney's voice saying, Nani just threw her pepper into the bushes. So there might have been vets in there too. Now, I wouldn't expect that from Nani because I've seen her eat before and she can put stuff down too. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that. Or maybe
trying to
Nani
blame
saw
it all
somebody
on
else
the
did
vets.
it and followed suit. Say that again, Mitch.
The new people are trying to blame it all on the vets and said it's all the vets. They're the ones that
Yeah,
did it.
yeah. They think all the vets cheated, which I just don't think is the case.
I don't think the vets cheated.
No,
because they know TJ, and they know TJ doesn't like cheaters.
Right.
See, I think Ashley might have.
Well,
Ashley
Ashley's a
might
dick.
have.
I could
Yeah,
see
she's
Ashley
been-
cheating, yes, but Ashley's a dick, and she don't care if she gets. She already said she's not winning, so what does she care if she gets thrown off?
I know production messed up and didn't get everybody shots of everybody, but the people they do have the evidence for wipe their points and make, because this is also an emotional game, make the people that started it feel terrible. Like
I have a better
you want a
idea.
justice for Lekka, justice for D, and everybody else that now lost their points because you started some shit and they're like, well, fuck it. Like,
I have a better idea.
I was also thinking purge, get rid of all of them.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that's possible, but I have my better idea is, if we're going to bring the hammer down on them, like, let's just play it out. Let's just let it play out, right? Until we get to the final. And then TJ's like, so here we are at the final, and those people that are here cheated. Guess what?
And you get double.
You get nothing.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
won.
I don't think the vets would cheat because they know TJ hates cheaters. How much do they cheat?
He
In
does
all
his
the
late
seasons you
quitters.
ever watched,
Yeah, I've never.
how many times have you ever seen them cheat?
I mean,
Cheat,
there's
no.
always
They bend
bending
the
of the
rules.
rules that happens.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
bend the
Yeah,
rule, but they don't cheat.
Yeah, they'll look
That's
for loopholes.
outright cheating.
But
Right.
that's outright
Finding
cheating.
a loophole, yeah, that was 100% outright cheating. Was refusal to complete the task. That wasn't, I did most of it, but I missed this part, but you can't tell. No, that
Right.
was, there was food to eat and you tossed it into the bushes.
And
I would have been
to be
watching
fair, if
every
you're gonna
single
cheat,
person do it and failing.
why wouldn't you dump the stuff into the puke bucket
Right.
Right?
where it would make
Right.
sense to be?
Cough, cough. Like, have it in your hand, and as you're puking, to doink, like,
It came right out of my throat.
Yeah.
I-
Plus,
chomp,
like,
chomp,
you're
blah, blah, chomp, chomp, blah, blah. Like,
you're making like the kind of like the natural environment kind of a little gross, and somebody's gonna have to clean that up.
yeah, somebody's gonna have to clean that up. That's just it's dirty play. Like that wasn't, oh, you're being slick. That was dirty play.
Yeah. I will say I don't think Will cheated. He looked very
Oh, he got really
determined going
mad.
into. Yeah. Why would you get that pissed if you hadn't just eaten a pepper and an onion and a whole thing of garlic
He was
and
so
everybody else
yeah.
and busted your ass to get up that mountain before everybody else to improve your spot and get to pick your partner and then just get screwed? I would have been.
Yeah.
I thought he played this poorly later on, but two, I would have been equally as pissed. So I understand.
Yes.
I would have been super pissed if I was
Yep.
him. Him and Aviv got totally screwed by this whole thing.
Oh, 100%.
Aviv was definitely the female that got affected the most by the point cancellation.
And I don't think
Yeah.
she cheated.
No, I don't think she cheated either. She's got integrity. So, and she looked like she was hurting.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
guess
yeah,
it's all
she looked like
speculation. We don't
she
know
looked
for
like
sure.
she looked like she was crying from her like nose. Like,
Yeah, just.
oh.
So before we get on to the rest, I do want to talk about this fight that happened earlier in the episode between Ashley and Aneesa.
Yes.
Ashley's got a lot of fans for speaking her mind and bringing drama to the challenge. I just don't like her as a person. Like, there was no need.
I
to
don't
talk
know
all
her
this
as a
smack
person,
against-
but I feel like she's a bad teammate and kind of mean to people.
I mean,
for really no reason. Aneesa wasn't doing anything to Ashley to bring this kind of reaction on, except playing her own game that she wanted to play. And Ashley always says Aneesa's always playing for her friends and not playing for herself. But really, what Ashley wants is Aneesa to play for her and do what she wants.
right.
It's just a form
That's
of
a good
manipulation.
point.
And Aneesa is not the girl you try to fat shame. Because she
especially
swinging.
Well, she confronted it right away. Right, if you notice, there was a 15 minutes from when they initially had words to when Aneesa comes back up to confront her again. And Ashley was just sitting there talking shit on her for 15 minutes to all the new threats, drunkenly, sounding like a moron. Just dribble. It was nonsense that was coming out of her.
Ashley is crazy.
Oh, she's the worst. And she's a sloppy drunk, really. She sounded a mess. She made herself look bad. I really like Jake in this moment, though. Jake had Aneesa's back, called it out, like this was wrong, was not feeding into Ashley. While all the, like, D and all the little mean girls are all, like, feeding into it.
Right.
You see
Right.
Jake standing up for her. And then you see America kind of turn the corner and be like, what did I walk into? She kind of reminded me of Michelle from last season. Just, like, walked into some drama. Was like, I did not mean to come in here.
I thought I'd see a Big Brother player traumatized by social interaction in the house.
But it's very the challenge. It's very,
But yeah, it's very on brand for the show. So they had to get it in there. Apparently that fight went on for a long time and got a lot more personal.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Yeah, so they didn't really show us what was said, but they were taking low blows.
Mean.
Well, they've known each
apparently
other
they were both
years.
very mean, and they both have dirt on each other. So they brought the guns out.
To be a fly on the wall in that house for that.
Yeah, the producers they'll give us enough, but they're trying to protect the cast members that have been there for a while, for sure. You can tell.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
So the rest of the episode is pretty much everyone talking about who they would like as partners, and it seemed like nonsense because a lot of the talk that happened didn't actually,
It was like their wish to go to the prom. Like, oh man, if I could go to the prom, I'd choose. I hope he picks me. Like,
I did like the CT segment though with Tay because of how nervous he was.
I also did.
Like, I've never seen him that nervous before.
It was
like
super cute.
He's adorable. He's a giant teddy bear. It's super endearing. You like, all right, I could hang out with him. I could go camping for a weekend with this guy. Like,
well, I just think his spirits are so down. He's like beaten so down because of how he's been being treated that I think he felt bad, right? He didn't. He's like, I know I've got these things that are slowing me down. I just want to make sure you're cool with the fact that I'm going to pick you. But I thought it was a sweet moment.
Me too. Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was super cute.
Yeah, he was so nervous.
And I like Tay too. That Tay has been talking like, I want CT. I think all these chicks are crazy. I like Tay.
Yeah.
I hope she comes back for another season. She's a good competitor. She's got to bring a little more drama, though, to come back. Yeah. So I need her to talk a little shit. So then we go right to the partner pick, the lock-in, as they called it. TJ says this is going to be your permanent partner. We do find out in the trailer for the rest of the season, though, that it's not going to be super permanent because there's going to be twists. But Michaela gets first pick, and she picks Cedric. I think it was a good first pick. Would you guys have picked Jeremy over Cedric? If you were her?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Cedric seems easier to get along with than Jeremy.
Yeah, agreed. And I feel like Jeremy is he's a lot of looks, but I don't think there's anything really running upstairs.
Average competitor.
I think he's going to struggle with the puzzle.
Right. Yeah, puzzles are going to fuck him up. Where Cedric, I think, is better and more attuned to that stuff. I feel he's more educated. I don't know if he is. I didn't do that research, but
I would have put a pick Cedric too.
I feel like Jeremy is overthought about. I don't think he's as I think he's
because
average.
of what he looks. Exactly. It's because he looks big and strong, and everyone's like, "Oh, the challenge, big and strong. I need big and strong." No, you need a balance.
Yeah, he's big and strong, and maybe a cheater.
And maybe a cheater.
Jeremy, looking at you. Where were you on the day that production missed you throwing onions?
He looked a little sus too.
Yep.
Him and Justin looked the most sus.
I feel like all the ones yelling, it was the vets, it was them.
I just don't like that TJ gave you the opportunity. Listen, own up to it. And you're all fucking adults. Like, you cheated. You got caught. Some of you got caught. Everyone should own up to it. You're an adult. This is a game. Take your consequences. So I was really pissed because I feel like if they had taken their consequences, I wouldn't be nearly as upset. Like, I wouldn't even be asking for their points to be removed.
And I do want to
because
point
they would
out
have taken ownership of what they did.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so you don't get points like whoever came after you in the places that you guys would have had now gets those points. So that's the whole like, woo. Sorry.
And I want to say CT did what, third to finish that whole thing?
Second.
Yeah, he was second. He
was on the
sorry,
ground.
Overall, like, yes. Sydney finished before him.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sydney finished before him, but he wasn't competing against her.
Right,
so he was
but I
second
mean, in all, he was third.
Yeah. The only ones finished before him were Sydney and Turbo, who I suspect both cheated.
Yes. So he would have
kinda won
been
this
exactly.
number
So
one.
CT would have been number one. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
That's
like,
my
if you
boy
had
all
owned up to
day.
it,
I just wanted
Sydney
to point
says
it
she
out.
finished 95%, but
right, 95%. Eat shit, Sydney.
I
yeah,
just
my
want to
ass.
point that out.
I didn't see anything in those bushes that looked like 5%. I saw whole chilies, whole garlic cloves, like
Right, and I don't
And
care.
like
No
3
one-
5%
bites
is
out of the onion.
5%. That would have been another 2 minutes.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
So
Jeremy gets a next pick, and he picks Aviv, which I think is a good pick for him. Compliments one, she's good at long distance stuff, and that's a good person to have in a final.
yeah.
And she has some brains up top to.
Yeah, and she's smart.
She's got the social, so.
And she can get things very low. He can get things very high.
Olivia picks Will, which I think is a fantastic pick for
Yeah.
her specifically.
That's
because
a
it
good pick.
ties her into Nani, right?
Yes.
And the Upstairs Alliance,
Yep.
where she's been kind of struggling because she's part of like this UK alliance and she's on the outs with the vet girls. But now she just, she put the guy she's sleeping with on her, that Nani's sleeping with on her team. So hopefully that'll get her a little bit of safety from Nani coming out.
Yes.
Very
So I thought that was
smart.
clever. And plus, Will is athletic and
and he's a good competitor.
Sydney got her wish and got Turbo. And then Aneesa got her wish and got Jake. So I think everyone like in the early picks got exactly who they wanted. Then Adrian went and picked Theo, which I don't know was a good move because they were both part of the UK alliance.
Yeah.
I think this was a mistake.
Put a target on him.
Yeah, because now it's an easy out.
And
like
you have
there
less
goes
other
someone
teams.
in the UK. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, but now it's double elimination because it's the lock-in, right?
Yeah, it's where if they had split, now you have 2 teams plus your other, Olivia's team. So you have more teams to work with and vote with you that you can peer pressure the rookies because you're the vets and they're good at that.
Got it.
But Justin then picks Nani, which I think they're very similar in skill set. But he had a choice between Nani or Ashley. I would have picked Nani too.
Yeah, definitely.
Ashley's a terrible partner.
I'd have picked Nani all day. Nani's good.
To look at.
Then Leo is forced to pick Ashley, and CT got his wish and picked Tay. Everyone was sleeping on Tay.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
He's a winner.
Yeah, 2-0 elimination record for the season.
It's not a bad.
America picks Leroy, which is a team that I like because I really like America and I really like Leroy. I don't know how well they'll do though. And then D picks Derek and acts all fake excited about it, and then Derek calls it out like, "Why is she so excited to work with me? She didn't even like me. I don't even like her." That was the most polite way of saying I don't like this bitch ever. Like,
he really did say that. He said, "I don't really like her."
Right.
He said we don't really like each other.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
Right.
he backed it up with saying she doesn't like me either. Like.
Yeah. And then it's kind of like a marriage made in hell.
Poor Derek.
like that little
He is
graphic.
not having a good season. He should have stayed home.
He's having fun with it though.
Yeah, he should have let that knee rest.
Yeah.
Well, he's
and then Gabe's all salty because he's
okay.
Sorry. Oh yeah, he got a meniscus surgery like a few months before he came on this season.
Right, so he's not. This isn't the Derek that you normally see. Just so you know.
Okay.
That's why he's not doing so well. He's usually
I think he's doing bad.
not
like
doing great.
he's average pack.
But he's
holding back.
up at the top of everything. Like he's more of a competitor.
He's either holding back or he's withheld. So,
Or he's using it as rehab. He's like, all
Yeah.
right, I can still kind of do these things.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good
Just
idea.
gotta ease into it, Ease into it.
And I'm also sure his appearance fee has gone up since he's been doing the Challenge Mania stuff in different cities so he's probably getting a little bit. That's also probably why they started bringing him back more too. Is because he's out there doing these Challenge Mania events in all different cities. Like he's kind of one of the faces of the challenge these days.
Yeah,
and he's doing a really good job of it from what I can tell too. All the events look a lot of fun. I might even go to one if they end up in a city I'm near.
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, why not? If they come to like Philly when I move back home, or if they're here or Portland, I'll go. And then the last team stuck together, Gabe and John A. I think Gabe looked a little too bummed out to have a 2-time champion on his team. I know John A is like
I know everybody's
lot.
sleeping on John.
Well, they're sleeping on her because she was an alternate. She was brought in late to the game. So
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
she's a
people have already
two-time
made
champ.
their relationship understood, but they're sleeping on her because she's late to the game. A lot of people have made their talk. She didn't get a chance to make a lot of points because she was late to the game.
I just
You know
feel
what I
like
mean?
a lot of these people have never watched the show, so they don't have respect for the players. It's kind of like if you were, I don't know, I haven't watched football in a minute, but like you come out with the quarterback of like whoever's the best right now, and this kid walks out and he's like, yeah, whatever, bro, like shut up.
Can't believe I'm stuck on this team.
Right, like this guy, this fucking old guy over here, and everybody's like, are you, what, dude? Like,
that's Joe Montana.
right, you need to shut the fuck up.
You watch your mouth.
Like how they're acting with CT, like that was kind of why I wanted to make the point. Like we don't know if Turbo cheated. The other chick definitely cheated, and CT definitely didn't. So he ended number 3, or was he really number 1? And none of you want to play with him. Stupid.
In my heart, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even on the way up the mountain, D was like, "Oh, his cardio got a lot better, but I still don't want to be his partner."
Right,
I'm
exactly.
You got something on your face.
I don't like
wasn't even like I sort of liked her on Survivor. I like her a lot less these days.
I do not like her.
She
should have never gave that bitch money.
Right. Like exactly. Like it's like she's too good. She almost like she forgot where she came from vibes. Like on Survivor she was trying to do something. Like she was really making moves. And she won. She made the moves. Like but now she's like she forgot that she had to work hard for it.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just not a fan of the type of person that would see someone wasted talking shit about somebody else that doesn't have it coming and to just sit there and laugh at them.
Right.
And egg them on and keep it going.
That part.
Like, you're a scumbag. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
like you think this is cute. You love the drama, you love the attention. You think this is cute.
Exactly. Like, oh look, someone's getting their feelings hurt. Let me laugh and giggle and be a mean girl. Like, sorry, D, eat a dick.
Yep.
Go back to sucking off a banana. That was probably a little mean, but I don't care.
No.
She'll only come back one more season if he's there.
Who knows, man? She might have the banana curse. Anyone that he hooks up with never gets to come back.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, good.
They haven't gotten a fight yet that we know of. But you bring her back in another season, she hooks up with somebody else. She's definitely gone forever.
Well, a little side tea. Apparently, so a few weeks ago, when America got wasted and ended up, there was a bunch of drama online because Bananas said she tried to make out with CT and like a bunch of other people. So it turns out that she never tried to make out with CT. She made out with D. And D was the only person she made out with, drunk on the bus. And CT thinks that that's why Bananas said all this stuff was because he was salty that America made out with his girl. And he said that America was on the top bunk at night and him and Turbo were on the bottom bunks trying to go to sleep. And she kept popping down like a gremlin and talking a bunch of shit to the point where he started using spray deodorant. Every time she would pop down, he would spray her.
This is America?
And they were treating her like a cat. Yeah, America, you know, she was wasted one night.
Okay.
She was just like drunk shit talking. And CT's like, you know, it's her first challenge. She's out here she got drunk and made out with one of her girlfriends. Like, what's the big deal? She was shit faced on a girl's day.
Right.
Right.
You know, she was having fun. It wasn't anything serious. But Bananas went out there and put it all out there, and now it's a big thing. And I got my girl looking at me like this, and then he pans over to his girl, and his girl's looking at him like, he's like, now I got to deal with this because Banana won't shut the fuck up. It was super funny. She was playing along with it real.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, so America didn't even do anything wrong. It was just the Banana Man. So before we wrap it up, we did have one. They showed us a trailer for the rest of the season, and yeah, there was some drama. It looks like a fight between Nani and Aneesa. I heard America at one point saying, "I'm socially unaware. Bitch, you're on the wrong side of things." And I was like, oh, America's going to get into a little bit of a spat. That'll be fun to watch. But the one important thing that I saw was TJ saying, would anyone like to stake a claim on someone else's partner? So it looks like there's going to be some partner swaps coming forward. We'll see how the claim works, if it's just like a one-time thing or a weekly, like if you win, you can stake a claim.
On the next.
If you win an elimination, you can stake a claim on the next partner or something.
Wow.
We'll see, though. And we will find out next time on the Trust No One podcast. Trust no one.
Trust no one, y'all.